I'm back. Finally. Man, it's been a minute. But a few things have changed. I made some changes to the studio. So that caused a little bit of a delay. I had to wait for the monitor arms that I finally bought, so that I can have 3 monitors side by side and have some space underneath the monitors. So I can put some stuff there for my hobbies and stuff like that. We put up new shelving so that I can accommodate the statues that I'm painting and I'm working on, because I was running out of space. So we made some small changes. Nothing really big, but big enough for me to have some extra space and stuff like that, because the studio's fairly small. So you have to work with what you got. But my wife's starting a business. We kind of pulled the trigger on that. She's gonna do hobby related stuff as well. She's making these little clay dolls for I think hairpins and stuff like that. Just really cool stuff. Involves clay, sculpting, molding, all that stuff, and she started a business doing that. So we're kind of busy. We're not sitting on our ass, so that's always good. But man, I've been light on content, and I just wanted to do like a quick little stream for you tonight. After the stream, I'm gonna help my wife setting up some stuff. So it's gonna be a short stream. For the guys on YouTube, it's gonna be a short video. But I kind of pulled the trigger on buying a new airbrush. My old one that I bought and never really effectively used, never really worked the way I thought it would. It stutters, it clogs after like 2 minutes, no matter the consistency of paint, no matter what type of paint I use. So I was like, I'm gonna brush paint, and then I just really wanted to try out airbrushing and make certain processes in the painting process easier. And an airbrush definitely works with priming, doing final coats, varnishing, misting on a certain color so that your paint job really just starts to pop out. And that effect, is a lot easier with an airbrush. So, after years of having the broken one, and I just always kept trying, maybe it'll work. Maybe if I clean it extra good, it'll work. It never worked. So, I pulled the trigger on a new one. And I kind of figured, I'm going to start a little bit cheap. See if it works. See if it's not me. Maybe it's me, man. Maybe just airbrushes don't agree with me. I don't know. But I just decided, let's start a little bit cheaper. It's like 60, 65 bucks on Amazon. And see if it works out. If it works out, I can always upgrade to a more expensive one. So, it just came in today, and I was like, maybe it'll be a cool unboxing kind of stream. For the people on YouTube, it's an unboxing video. I have my compressor ready. I have the air supply ready. So when we unbox it, we can immediately start to try it out, see if it works, see if if I can try something with it. I have some test models that I always use. I can just try out different things on it, and hopefully that'll be entertaining content for you guys. But like I said, it's gonna be a little bit of a short stream because, you know, I want to help my wife out with some stuff for her business. We have to put some things on paper. We have to, you know, work out certain ideas. Work on the website. So yeah. But yeah, Amazon is fast, man. I'm just really surprised with Amazon shipping. No complaining there. A box within a box. That's typical Amazon for you. Okay, so it's a 3 airbrush set. I have no idea. It was advertised like this. Never heard of the name, the brand. I was like, you know, let's just try it out, see what happens, you know. If it'll help my painting out, it'll be worth it. So, you know, like I said, start a little bit cheap so that you can practice. Practice the techniques. Oh wow, it really is 3 different airbrushes. Wow, I did not expect that. I thought it was like 1 airbrush and then, you know, 3 different configurations. I don't know. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so these work with 15 to a 50 psi. That's pretty good. Usually you're working with a low psi between 15 and 30. So that's pretty good. I wonder why it's 3 different ones. It's a very small needle size. 5mm or 0.5. That's a bigger one. Okay, so, wow, these are really tiny. That's cool. Okay, well, you know, let's start with the smallest one. That's interesting because I just wanted to. I had a dual action one. Let me see if I have it at hand. Whoops, 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 whoops. Don't break stuff. I had this one. It's from Harden and Steenbeck. Whoa, what's the camera doing? A very well-known brand in the painting community. It's a decent airbrush from reviews, and you know, never really found any negative. What's the camera doing? Never really found any negative kind of feedback on it. So for me, that was like, you know, it's a fairly starter friendly airbrush. So I kind of figured like, let's buy it, and it just never worked. From day one, it never worked correctly. It just clogs up after 2 minutes. It stutters. It blows out too much paint or nothing at all. I don't know if it's the internal mechanism that's broken. Maybe it's a second-hand one. Maybe somebody bought it. They sent it back, and then when I bought one, they sent like maybe a broken one. I don't know, but I didn't find it out right away because I waited when using it, and then the you know, the guarantee that you have on it just expired. So I couldn't send it back. I couldn't get it repaired or anything or replaced. So, you know, I've throughout the years, I kept trying, you know, kept finding, you know, tips and tricks on the internet. You know, why is this happening? Why is that happening? And nothing worked. So it's sad. Dual action airbrush, came with all bits and bobs, but in the end it just didn't do what it was supposed to do, so kind of sucks. But so yeah, let's see. Oh wow, that looks kind of nice. I think these are just single action, which is, you know, perfect for beginners. Um, Simple design, gravity fed, means that you put in your paint right here, and then you just push the brush mechanism. The protection cap is really nice. Kind of like that. I don't know if this comes off or if it's that meant to be like that, but we'll go through the manual in a second. Disassemble tool, important, and then this little thing means that you can pick up paint or like a medium to thin your paints and not have to pour like huge amounts of stuff in there. You can, you know, drop feed it. Kind of nice detail. It looks to be, you know, decent quality. I mean, mechanism is really smooth, so we'll see. That's the first one, and then let's go to this one. This is an interesting one. I haven't seen this design, so I'm interested in how that works. It's kind of funny that it really came with 3 different airbrush guns. Oh wow! Oh wow! So this is probably the more advanced one. Oh wow! That looks interesting. So this is a dual action one, means that you have to push down on it to get air, and then you pull it back for paint. And you put the paint in the bottle, and you attach the bottle like that. Looks like they also included a metal one. Aluminium one. It kind of looks like that. Personally, never tried it. Tried it like this, but we'll see. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna leave it on, but when I attach the air supply, this comes off because I have my own. I have a quick release, which means you can pull it off without screwing. It's super nice that they really come separately. Oh, and I immediately start throwing around some stuff. The dust protection cap. So we're gonna go in depth when we've unboxed it all. That's weird. Why is this here? The last one, which is a more traditional one with a big cup on top, gravity fed. Also the more used kind of needle size, I would say, when you're spraying big models, a large kind of area to brush is kind of nice. Wow, the camera, the silver color is really reflective. Oh, that's the needle. Hello. Wow. Come on. Why is the autofocus suddenly not working? Maybe I should set it. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, wow. And the other ones are even smaller. I think they're also dual action. That's interesting. We'll see. We'll see when we try them out. And finally, an airbrush with a cup cap, which is so super handy, because when you pour paint in there and you're making certain, when you're making certain movements, the chances of you spilling paint without one of these is, super high. So finally one has a cap on it. That's interesting. Again, I have a quick release for this. So let's see. Oh, damn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So this does not go with the quick release. That is interesting. Why does that not go with the quick release? Huh. I'll need to check that. 1 second. Also comes with a little tool to disassemble it. One second. It's this thing. This thing is part of the quick release. Does not seem to fit. There we go. So this is dual action, which is surprising for the price. Not entirely unwelcome, obviously. So you push down, you get air. You pull back, you get paint. So you can really get precise with your, so if you want slow, you push down real slow and then you pull back for the paint. But that action you have to practice, and I'm still very new to airbrushing because obviously my first one never worked as it should, so I never really got the chance to kind of practice that. What does suck is that I have to unscrew the quick release for every air gun unless I buy these connections for the other two as well. So it's kind of a bummer, but that's okay. That's not the fault of the product. That's just for having one of these and not three of these. So I'm just in the mood for just trying it out. What I wonder is this plastic thing. It does not come with any sort of needle cap. Yeah, I get that, but does the plastic one come off? Yes. Ooh, wow, that's pretty nice. Oh, and it has a separate guard for the needle guard. This basically means that you can't bump the needle against your model, which would kind of damage the needle, and then kind of you have to buy a new needle or get it repaired if you can. If you break the tip, it's over. You need a new one. I think my PSI is a little bit high. Look at how much power my skin is being pushed in. That's a good sign, because that means I can lower my PSI a little bit, because you don't want it too high. Wow, that's got some power behind it. We'll try and spray some things. So far, I'm pretty impressed. It's by Meeden. Apparently it's a 3 airbrush set. So definitely interesting, because I thought it was one gun with 3 different configurations that you could kind of play around with, but it's 3 different airbrushes, so that's kind of cool. Because if you're working with a certain paint, you have to switch to a different paint, or a different type of paint, you can switch to airbrush instead of having to clean it out entirely and then go through all that motion. All right. 1 second. It does not hurt to have one of these, because then you can okay, 1 second. There we go. Then you can safely store your airbrush like that without having to lay it on the side on your desk or your workspace. So if you're new to airbrushing, get one of these. It also allows you to, when you have leftover paint, you can spray it into the bottle or the cup or whatever you want to call it. Are you gonna close or what? So that's 3 airbrushes for 65 bucks. Really surprised by it. We'll see how they work. I've read good reviews, and if it's good for beginners, if it does the job, I will be satisfied. So